Listening to Bill Gates, co-founder at Microsoft. I spoke to him at the India Today Conclave a few weeks ago, and this was precisely the challenge before him as well, since he is now obsessively looking at climate change. Is the West really committed to net zero carbon emissions? Take a look at what Bill Gates said. You've been speaking about the need for zero emissions at a time when we need to decarbonize, according to you, 70% of the world economy. That sounds daunting in a way. How do you sort of impact on scale? Which area do you zero down on and why, so that you can impact on a scale of the kind that you're talking about?
Yeah, zero's a very tough goal because it means we can't just take passenger cars. We have to do planes and trains and trucks. We can't just do industry, steel and cement. We can't just do agriculture or heating buildings or making electricity. We have to do every one of those areas. And today, the cost of the green product to make steel or cement with no emissions is over double the current price. And so the cost to go green is simply unacceptable, even for the rich countries, not to mention middle-income countries like India. And so the path to salvation is huge innovations, including things like clean hydrogen or direct air capture or scaling up electric cars and electric trucks to a super high level to take over the way we presently do every one of those activities.
You've taken from my next question, Bill Gates, because apart from striving for clean energy, what are those 3 to 4 innovations that you see, or 3 to 5 areas where you can have maximum innovation for real opportunity? You spoke about electric cars, for example. What are those areas that a country like India in particular you see going forward, where we can actually make a difference and impact on scale again?
Yeah, so it's great that electric cars are starting to catch on. It's still a very small percentage of the market, but as those batteries become cheaper for cars of all sizes, they will become popular, and the government will push them with tax credits and encourage the market to shift. Likewise, for making electricity, the cost of wind and solar has come down. And so India's also installing large amounts of solar. And so those are 2 areas of progress that scaling is very, very hard, even in the next 30 years, to get rid of all the emissions there. The other sectors, though, if I had a magic wand, I'd say we need something to solve the industrial sector. The thing we talk about the most there is this hydrogen, clean hydrogen or green hydrogen, that if it was cheap enough, we would use that instead of hydrocarbons to make things like steel or natural gas. And there's lots of good ideas. Breakthrough Energy, my group, that includes a lot of partners, including Mukesh Ambani is one of the investors and board members in that. We're investing in a lot of companies who have new ideas about doing that cheap hydrogen. And then the big companies are now looking, okay, how far are they going? Should we partner with them and do this with big numbers? So that's at an early stage, but that would be a huge thing. You probably need 10 areas of innovation, and so we have to. That's where the R&D budget is the beginning here, and lots of risk capital. But only 2 or 3 inventions won't solve the entire problem and enable all countries, not just rich countries, all countries to get to zero.
Sunita Narayan, we come back then to the financing of